Hi, I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel. Today's video is about everyday perfumes. These are perfumes that no matter what is going on in your life, you can pick them up. You can know with confidence that it will fit the occasion. And I'm just going to mention too, I have been a little bit under the weather, and these fragrances have made me feel good. They're just soft and clean and easy to wear. So I recommend them for any time, even if you're not feeling great, you need to pick me up, something like that. Check out these fragrances. This first fragrance, I'll start with a new addition to my collection. This is Cedar Chic from Carolina Herrera. This is gorgeous. This perfume is so pretty. I know I've heard a few people talk about this, and I've heard some commentary, and I want to give you my impression of this fragrance. So what I get here is a clean, soft, powdery fragrance, slightly citrus. It's definitely a little bit woody. And I will say the longevity of this is impressive. For being a clean, leaning fragrance, this lasts a very long time on skin. You're probably going to get like 6 to 8 hours on skin. And then on your clothes, it will last you all day as long as you really need or want it to. There is a little bit of a sweetness in here from orange blossom. Oh my gosh. And it does have, I'm not going to lie, it does kind of have a little bit of a fresh laundry vibe to it. But the name is not going to steer you wrong. It's incredibly chic, polished, put together. And even for me, like not feeling well this week, I was like, I don't want anything overpowering. I don't want something that's going to choke me out. But this is like the perfect blend because it's long lasting, but it's still cozy and comforting and fresh in a way. This has become one of the top fresh and clean fragrances in my collection. And I've had it for maybe a month or so. So I will say, definitely try this out. Get a sample. You can get decants of it. I just wanted to comment, I personally did not get the pencil shavings vibe from this fragrance. That is just me. Sometimes you can get that with the cedar fragrance, but it actually smells like, yes, it smells slightly woody, but it smells smooth, and with the sort of powdery nuances and the citrus and the orange blossom in there too. I'm not getting pencil shavings. So for me, that was a plus. Sometimes that can be challenging for me, but this one is just, it's a standout. Definitely worth checking out if you like that scent profile. Next up, this is just a classic from Byredo. This is Mojave Ghost. This was I think this was one of my first niche and also Byredo purchases. And I also own the Absolute Parfum, Parfum version of this, which I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the original because it's fresher, it's more uplifting. This has what to me I would interpret as a sort of a pear ambrette note, even though it's called sapodilla. It's a sort of fruit or something. Oh gosh, this is good. This is going to be in my collection forever type of perfume. Again, it's slightly floral, slightly woody and powdery, uplifting, refreshing at the same time. You've got some florals in here. There's magnolia and violet blended in there with some sandalwood, a little bit of cedar and musk. So this again, it's not the longest lasting fragrance, which is probably why I bought the Absolute. I wanted it to just pump up the performance a little bit, but it's still, it's an everyday perfume. I mean, I could literally wear this every day of the year and love it still. And I do wear it a lot. That's pretty big denting for yours truly here, which is sad but true. So Mojave Ghost is just, it's a special place in my collection and worth checking out if you're looking for everyday fragrance. This next fragrance is probably not one of the most talked about or favorite Chanel fragrances, but I smelled this and I was like, I need a full bottle of that because it is not a beast mode fragrance, but Chanel Jersey, I was like, I'm going to want to smell this very frequently. And this is a powdery lavender Chanel type of DNA fragrance. So there's got to be aldehydes in here. I don't see any listed, but it still gives you that vanilla lavender combination, but with that powdery softness. So it's very feminine. Men can wear this too. I know the Chanel's are unisex, but this does lean a little bit more feminine. I love how fresh and bright this is from the lavender without being sharp and cutting. It still has this cozy sort of texture to it. So I do really enjoy wearing this. And when I'm not feeling great, it just kind of lifts me up. It brightens my mood, and it's just a feel-good fragrance. I can't really explain the voodoo behind this fragrance, but this is Escentric molecules, Molecule 04, sandalwood, and there is something to me so addictive about this fragrance. You could call this a sort of woody skin scent, which you might be seeing a little bit of a trend here. These are not like most of these that I'm talking about. They're not in your face beast mode that's you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sick of smelling that, because they are everyday fragrances, but they're everyday fragrances that you are not going to get sick of. So Molecule 04 is a fresh sandalwood, slightly powdery, and again, has a sort of like enveloping quality to it. And this is one I really can't get enough of. The original Clean Reserve Skin has a special place in my heart. This is a sweet skin scent, a little bit floral, a little bit musky. There's praline in here. There's some bergamot in here just to give it that citrus and brightness. But this is one that when you wear this, I'm not saying it doesn't smell like perfume, but it kind of smells like you are clean, you are showered, you put on that like luxurious body lotion, and it's just that your natural smell is incredible. It's a little bit salty even. I think there's a salt note in here. This is another one that I don't get sick of. I think it's beautiful. I think it's one that you may not even get a compliment on. Someone might just think, oh, why do they always smell so good? Well, it could be it's Clean Reserve Skin. It could be their natural essence, but it's probably a perfume. So this is one that, yes, I love it for every day. I think it's a great also wind down fragrance. So yeah, maybe after you showered, you're clean and you want a little bit extra. This is a good one to go for. Can we talk about the most fluffy and comforting everyday fragrance? L'Eau Papier from Diptyque. This is one that is inoffensive, but it's still unique enough. There's a rice note in here. It feels fluffy. It feels like fresh laundry, but not in a sharp way. There's nothing sharp about this. This is all fluffy and round edges and soft. And Diptyque just has a masterpiece here. This is one that will, again, most of these are ones that I just have to have in my collection because the smell is so intoxicating and yet so comforting and nostalgic and inoffensive. So I do think L'Eau Papier is a great everyday fragrance. If you're looking for something that's soft and kind of ethereal, this is a good one to go for. My last call out is Aerin Amber Musk. This is not the vanilla version. I featured that one and kind of bitched about it in another video, but there is something about this sweet, slightly floral musk. It's cozy. It has a freshness. It also has kind of the same feeling of Clean Reserve Skin where because it's a musk, it doesn't have that strong perfumey essence. But if you were wearing this, people would just be like, God damn, what smells so good? Could be that you're wearing Aerin Amber Musk. So just keep in mind this one's probably the sweetest of this lineup. Definitely feminine leaning, but it's cozy, it's comforting, it's a good everyday. I wouldn't say it's like a wear to work fragrance, but it's definitely one that's like casual around the house to me. So I really enjoy this and I keep this in my bedroom area. A lot of these that I just showed you actually do keep by my bedroom because I like to reach for them a lot. So this is another one that is worth checking out if you're looking for everyday kind of cozy scent. That wraps it up for some of my favorite everyday fragrances. And like I said, if you need to pick me up, you're not having the best day, you're not feeling great, these are some that are going to give you like a warm hug and just make you feel amazing, smell amazing. So check them out and I'll see you back in my next video.